How does socialism affect women? How does socialism affect women? This question invites us to look at the relationship between economic systems and gender equality. Socialism aims to address the intertwined nature of economic and gender oppression. It seeks a society where women achieve equality not just in law but also in material and social aspects. From a socialist viewpoint, women's liberation is closely linked to broader social and economic justice. Gender inequality is often tied to class structures and capitalist systems. Socialism emphasizes equality, including between women and men. Socialist feminists argue that true equality goes beyond formal legal rights. It requires transforming the economic and social relations that sustain gender oppression. Simply entering the workforce under capitalism is not enough for women's emancipation. Socialism seeks to abolish capitalist and patriarchal systems that enforce women's subordination. This includes challenging the gendered division of labor and the confinement of women to unpaid domestic work. Socialist feminism highlights that traditional family structures and marriage have historically maintained private property and male dominance. These institutions often reduce women to a form of property or labor resource. Socialism advocates for collective ownership of production means and state support for women balancing work and family life. This support includes social services like child care, health care, and parental leave. These services help dismantle the burden of unpaid domestic labor that disproportionately affects women. Historically, socialist regimes have implemented policies promoting women's legal equality and workforce participation. These policies aim to integrate women fully into economic life while providing state support to ease domestic responsibilities. However, socialist feminists critique bourgeois feminism for focusing mainly on legal rights and middle-class women's issues. They argue that socialism must address the material conditions of all women, especially working-class women. Socialism also emphasizes how gender and class intersect to create unique forms of oppression. Women's social class often depends on their relationship to male partners or family structures. Socialism seeks to transform this by promoting economic independence and collective social responsibility. In practical terms, socialism advocates for equal pay and opportunities for women in all work sectors. It supports socializing domestic tasks through public services to reduce unpaid labor. Legal and social reforms are necessary to dismantle patriarchal norms embedded in family and society. Socialism promotes collective ownership and democratic control over production to eliminate exploitation based on class and gender. It also supports state policies that uphold women's reproductive rights and caregiving responsibilities. Overall, socialism views women's liberation as inseparable from the struggle against capitalism and class exploitation. It aims to create a society where women are free from economic exploitation and patriarchal domination, ensuring equality in both public and private spheres.